Hey guys, what is going on? It is me, PecuriBox12 here, and welcome back to another Realm of the Mad Gods solo commentary video. Rocking it again tonight. It's just a few days before Halloween, and in fact, the new Halloween update just came out earlier today, or yesterday, whichever. We've got the new reskins of the event whites. Helm of the Jackonaut makes its annual return. Also, the Conflict and Vile Trap reskins. Oryx has new phases. I have yet to see that. That's something that I've been looking forward to in general, and I don't think that was leaked at all, so that was a pretty big, pleasant surprise, because, you know, the Oryx fights have been, it's been a common issue that the fights are just too easy. He's still stunnable, so the fact that you can still chain stun him is like, well, we don't really need to... we don't need to sweat it when we fight 01 and 02. So the fact that they added some new phases, they actually looked pretty difficult. That's nice. I don't know if they're going to keep that forever. That would be nice, or continue working on an 03, whichever comes first. I'm fine with that. But I know the Deca is squarely taking their time with the Unity port. That is like all that they're focusing on. I'm pretty sure that the people making these updates are just UGC workers, right? That's what's going on. It's not Deca themselves. I wonder how that works, because obviously Deca is a team of people, and they're the ones getting paid. They're the ones who are directly, this is their job, and I think that UGC is all just, in a way, volunteer, sort of. But I'm just kind of talking out of thin air there, so I'm not gonna say too much with the little information that I have. So, but I you know, it's cool to see that they've got the Halloween spirit, that they're still updating stuff and still keeping the game flashy and relevant, despite pouring all of their time and energy from the core of their team into the future, which is good. I mean, I like that investment. That's the one thing I really want to see. I just want that Unity port to come out, and then hopefully the game runs extremely well. Multi-platform even, the game is more marketable. You can clean up the bots. Lag, mainly. Like, get rid of that. Get rid of that stuff, and, I mean, heck, I'll start playing more often, holy. I don't have to worry about input lag, or delays, or control issues. I mean, I feel like we could have more control options if the game was more optimized. Like a button that lets you cycle through weapons, or maybe one like right-clicking would do something. Maybe it could cancel an ability. I was thinking about that with the Mystic. Like maybe if you could stasis something and then right-click to unstasis, like cancel your ability, if you wanted to. Like if you were just kind of waiting for the duration to be over. Just a little brainstorm. I don't even know why I'm doing this Abyss, actually. I wish I could do an Oryx. I could probably, I think I saw that US South was really full. That must be like, actually, no, they can't be popping keys. Well, maybe, there's Parasite going on. I think Puppet, something like that. I would feel like people are mainly doing Oryx right now to get those tokens, but it's probably a mixed bag. I guess at night, not too many people are doing Oryx. Makes sense. Maybe I could go check that server, actually. It is so crazy whenever I take a step back and realize I've been playing this game for a pretty good chunk of my life. Like, how long? 6 years? I think coming on 7 soon. Like, that's like a third of my life, pretty much. And I spent it playing Realm of the Mad God. Meanwhile, oh, he's at the boss. Oh, no, he's not. He just needs help. Meanwhile, something like, I guess I can think of, there were certain IPs that were very influential for me. Like, obviously, I played video games as a kid, but none enveloped me quite like this. And honestly, Minecraft. I always freaking bring up Minecraft whenever I do these videos, but it genuinely made an impact on me. One that I don't talk about very often, though, because it's not a video game, is Yugioh. That card game, man. And I got into it whenever I was later. You think of it, like you think of Yu-Gi-Oh as being a game for kids, because it says ages 6 and up, and they had the cartoon. Or the anime, my apologies. But whenever you actually play the game or you go to tournaments, you realize it's like ages 18 and up. Like full on, you have to be a kind of a genius to play that game well and win. What does this guy say? I activate, okay. Because there are so many different rulings. I just had a friend come over today and he was telling me about all the stuff I've missed, and it's like, oh my god. Missing timing, things that activate first, resolution, all of the different phases, and phases within phases, and things that, the wording of certain cards. God, I saw it! The wording of certain, why am I a skeleton? But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! is a crazy game. I went to my first tournament whenever I was 13 years old for my birthday. I got into it, my uncle introduced it to me. And it was something new, because I had always been really fond of, like, I wouldn't say tabletop games. I never played, like, Dungeons and Dragons. I think I did it once, and it just never really caught on. But I always really liked chess, and Stratego, I never knew how to pronounce it, another board game I really liked. Stuff like that. I liked planning my attack, if you will, and then executing it. It's very fun, because you were never sure if you were going to win. Meanwhile, whenever I was younger, I would play Chutes and Ladders, and then it would only take 10 years before I realized that that is entirely a game of chance. Oh, rest in peace. That's rough. How much damage does that thing do? I'm scared to find out. A really neat sprite, though. A bunch of attacks that form a bat. Whoa. I can't do that much damage while I'm jugged, though. See ya. But yeah, no, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, I started playing it, well, I started playing when I was about 11 or 12, and then I went to my first tournament at 13, and then I stopped around 16 because school had just become more, oh, wow, that hurts, this face is nuts, it had just become so much more demanding. School was requiring more from me, more time, and honestly, it was too much money to keep up with it. That is an expensive game because Konami loves money. Ko-money, as we like to refer to them so endearingly. They will release cards that, within about a month or two, will be banned because they're so good. They will create their own meta, release it, charge anywhere from 30 to 60 bucks for the cards that you need if you want to win, so you gotta buy them. And then they'll ban them, or limit them, or whatever, and then repeat that cycle in the next set. And we eat it up. And even just in the short 3 years that I was playing it, it's a very different game. Very different game. Like synchros was kind of hard enough to like stomach at first, like, oh wow, okay, a new form of special summoning. People who never played this game, I'm sorry, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But then we had Xyz, and it's like, whoa, you can overlay them on top of each other, what? And then I was lost at pendulums. I still don't really know anything about it. And then you had, I don't even know, there was a new one, I used the term today, I forget. There's another one, that's all you need to know. There's another form. Link, that's what it is, Link summoning. What the heck is that? We already have the Celtic Guardian, why do we need more Link summoning? Good lord, oh, it's a bone. Oh, I didn't even get a token from the other one. Dang it. It's funny, I'm actually playing on my warrior because I am less concerned about dying on him than my knight. Like it was either him, dead? I don't know. It was either him or the knight, and I would rather play on this because if I lost my jug, I at least have a backup of that. Even though the gear on my warrior is way more valuable. Cutlass, jug, fire armor, which I only have one of. Even pyramid, it's a ring I value despite my surplus of it. Actually running low finally, because I stopped doing tombs so frequently. Because yeah, you know, things just, time. It's a valuable thing. I think I've had these pyramid rings since, like, 2013 or 14. Not all of them, mind you. Some of them are recent, but some of them are also from then, because I got so many when I started running tombs. Oh, I actually haven't been reading chat. I've probably been getting a bunch of PMs. Hey, I can't take it. Maybe I could put stuff in here. But thank you. Thank you for the courtesy. Hey man, love the vids, keep it up. Thank you, sir. I always say sir. One day it's gonna be like, I'm a girl, and be like, say again? It's not how that rolls. Oh, Portal Master, I'm sorry. He was young. That's it. Ironically enough, Yugioh was one of the most social times of my life. Like, yeah, you go to school and you talk and you got your friends, you see them 5 days a week, that's great. This was, I would go to tournaments every week. And I was always the youngest guy, save for what the heck is happening? It's a trend? Oh, it's the same guy. Yeah, you good. Make a snake pit guide so I can do them, please? Is he new to the champ? He must be. He must be. Dang, this phase is, wow, where do I go? Maybe it's circle, yeah, okay, maybe it's all a matter of finding the spot, the secret spot. 6 years I've been playing this dang game. And to its credit, it took me a very long time to get sick of it. If I played any other game for that amount of time, as with as many hours as I do have on Realm, I would have got sick of it way earlier. I would have had to take several breaks. Even if it's like, you know, one of my favorite games of all time. You get sick of it. Realm is, its core design is its blessing and curse, because you have this big world, it's kind of open world in a sense. It's MMORPG, that's like its genre, but it has open world elements just because of the big world that you're in, the map, the world map. You can go anywhere at any time, your quests are kill this, and then kill this thing, and this other thing, and really what changed, let's get a duo real quick. Just real quick, thanks. Do me a solid step? Thank you. Yeah, because it's kind of open world, it means you can kind of do the same thing a lot and have it feel different in a way, because you have different classes, you can do dungeons in different orders, at different levels, different maxed stats, with different items. You have a lot of variables. Oh my god. Well, that's why I have Jug. Alright, you're free to teleport, my son. But to its detriment, the game is essentially just one big level, so at the same time, it can feel samey. You have a lot to do in this one big level. What the heck happened there? Yeah, no, you can't fool me, Zayn. What are you trying to say? It's Shrek. And if I saw Shrek on Halloween night, I might just stay inside the rest of the night. I think I did see a guy dressed up as Shrek. No. Yes. But it made sense at the time. And that's all the context I'm gonna give you. I gotta say, the Realm YouTube community has changed a lot. Like, sometimes I think, is it just me? Am I just an old player? Is that all it is? Is my perception being shifted? But you can see in the content that's being made on YouTube for Realm, this game has changed. Wait, where is it? Oh, was she stuck in there and she couldn't attack? Or is he being sarcastic? Go ship. Let us fight. But yeah, no, the content on YouTube for Realm has shifted drastically, and you know, I will say mostly for the better. Because we've had time to sort of grow and adapt and improve. I use Yin Yarn as the best example. Like, Hanez was obviously the best in the day, but you really didn't see that very often. The types of content that you saw were strict gameplay, just people doing stuff with music. That was a big one. It wasn't over-edited. It wasn't really a white bag montage, although those did exist, but they were far more respected back then because it was less common. So it wasn't like, oh, another montage. You actually wanted to see people and the loot that they got, because it was this fresh community. It was like, oh, hey, what did you get? I want to see. Now it's just kind of like, you got another white bag. we've seen it before, so it's less impressive. Stop, that's not gonna work, although it looks so good. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do the Devi. I could go for trying to get another Spirit Dagger. Hardware acceleration is crazy. It really changes Devi. Wow. But I gotta leave it on. Improves my performance. Give me Prism. Actually, yeah, I've never had a Prism. I'd like to give it a shot. But yeah, back to the original statement. It was loot montages occasionally, strict gameplay, occasional gold mine edits like Hinez, and you really didn't have commentaries. The only guy to really do that was Homies of Mars, and then he did the guides as well. You didn't see too many guides. It was very uncommon. And really, in his style, rather, because he had a good voice, and I think most of the Realm community back then was very young. That could just be my swayed perception on my end, because I'm not really sure what the ratio would be now, because we think of the Realm community as being made of a bunch of kids, but the people saying that are older. So I wonder if it was like that back then. Because people my age playing back... Oh, shoot. Okay, I got it. The people my age who played back then were the little kids. They were the 13, 14-year-olds, and now we're... Jeez, way older now. So I wonder if... Oh, Hermit God? Ah, shoot, my stubby little Cutlass. Oh, please stay over here. Got loot? I beat the game. I haven't done an Ocean Trench in a while. In fact, someone was just PMing me about doing an Ocean Trench guide. And I want to. Like, here's the deal. I'm at... Did I say I was at a crossroads last time? Did I use those exact words, or did I just say that to myself? In any case, I am indeed at a crossroads with myself. I really do want to finish up all of the guides that I haven't yet. All the dungeon guides. That mean... Oh, ow. Okay. Yeah, armor broken's not gonna... Or Jug's not gonna help if I get armor broken. And back we go. I do want to finish up all the dungeon guides. That's the puppets, that's Nidarian Reef, all the Court of Oryx stuff. Whenever Thicket came out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I just didn't have the resolve to do that. I just couldn't have been bothered to go out and learn all of the patterns, even though I honestly had most of it down. And that was kind of a sign that maybe I should hold off. I kind of burned myself out after... I don't want to say Shatters guy, that was way too long ago. This is different. Oh, come on, Vessel. When you gonna give a guy a break? Are you really doing it again? Oh my god. Yeah, I forget whenever my break was. I think probably... I don't know, because I did the... What's it called? Ooh, a mark, that's sweet. In any case, sometime I got sort of burned out of guides, and then I came back to them a little bit. I did Davy Jones, Toxic Sewers. These spread out a little bit, and they just weren't doing that well. And it felt more like an obligation rather than I'm you know, attributing to the community. I'm paying my part, you know. It felt more just like I was checking off a box on a piece of paper, and I'm like, this isn't what I want. I want it to be like, oh my god, thanks for this video. It helped me, or oh, I really liked this part. But it just wasn't feeling like that. Samurai Guide was good, because that one was at least topical. And I did my research on that, but it was weird. It was different. Times had changed. The Realm community on YouTube I realized, was not the same anymore. Because the player base has changed, the game has changed, I've changed. Content has shifted. You see more PPEs than you ever had. You never saw them back in the day because they didn't exist. Okay, jug it up. Loot montages are sort of relevant. You get occasional update videos on the game, which I'm guilty of as well. Aside from me, you don't really see guides anymore. I've seen a couple, but not to the same extent. I guess that's kind of become my role. Stop hacking. Yeah, that's a good one. Where the heck where's the right entrance? I really couldn't tell you, like, what... It feels like we're in sort of a limbo. And recently, my views have not been great. It's really been dipping, and a part of me wanted to chalk that up to, oh, I've just been oversaturating myself with the same stuff. Like, I've just been doing commentaries with Yin or by myself and not really experimenting or doing anything wily or interesting. But even whenever I switch it up, it still doesn't do amazing. And it's hard to prioritize that stuff, you know? Because again, I gotta be into it. Thankfully, I've had sort of a resurgence with the channel. I think I just need to, I really need to gather my thoughts, gather myself, really, on what I want to do for this channel. I finished up writing a video, unrelated to Realm, which was nice. And then I also finished up, didn't finish rather, but I got started on making a couple of videos for Realm. I want to redo some of my older guides that are now outdated. And I also want to finish up some of the dungeon guides, and that includes Lost Halls. I went back to my Shatters guide today, and I looked at that and, oh, is he just gonna let me kill him? I probably could have if I was a little more intelligent than this current state of being. Sweet. Yeah, so I saw the Shatters guide, and it reminded me of how much passion was put into it. I sort of dreaded that video whenever I had to make it, because I'm like, oh my god, I gotta learn how to do the Shatters, but, oh, hello. I did a whole bunch of them with Tide Army, a guild of players, and I was talking to people, having fun, met some great people in there. Oh, wow. Cube God? Yeah, we'll go to him after. Wow, this phase is insane. You smell the blood of an Englishman, and many others as well. Oh, cool. Boon token. And anyway, seeing that video again, watching the beginning, reminded me of why I liked making videos and why I enjoyed what I did. And I want to capture that. It revitalized my interest in it once more. And I want to give the same treatment to the Lost Halls guide. If this game ever does sort of blow up again, or at least get a bigger boost in the community whenever it's ported, I want to be prepared. And I want to have the videos there that will help them. I already have a lot. I've done a lot, but it would be nice to complete it. Alright, I think that's all for tonight. Getting pretty tired. It's time. Yeah, it's time. It's always kind of a gamble whenever I do these, because I don't know what the heck I'm going to talk about, but it seems to work out in the end, so I'm not going to stress about it too much. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. And as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Alright. See ya.